Why do you feel like strangers sleeping next to each other? You know what? When two people who love each other sleep in the same bed but feels like strangers. You talk, you function, your home is running, and you manage the entire life together. But emotionally, something feels missing. If you have ever thought that I still love my partner, but I don't feel connected anymore, this video is just for you. Today, I'm sharing 7 silent signs of emotional disconnection, the kind no one talks about because from the outside, everything just looks fine. So, emotional connection does not mean that there is no love, no commitment, and no effort. It means that emotional bridge between two people has slowly weakened. And the scariest part is most people don't even realize that it is happening until they feel lonely inside the relationship. And let's talk about this particular signs. And I would like to decode this one by one for you. Sign number one: conversations are only about logistics. If your husband is at home, you only talk about few things about the functioning or the operation. If he's away, you just call and talk about kids' work and the daily stuff, bills, kid, work, responsibilities. There are no conversation about feelings, fears, inner thoughts. And you have become efficient partners as a husband and wife, but not emotional companions. Love is still there because you are building a family together with and taking care of all these roles and responsibility, but emotional curiosity has gone. Sign number two: you stop sharing your inner world, what is happening inside. You feel something, but you don't say it. You wanted to say something and you end up saying something just to maintain peace at home. Not because you don't want to, but because you feel he will not understand. They will not understand. It will turn into an argument. And it's not worth explaining to my husband. And silence slowly replaces vulnerability. This is not emotional strength. This is emotional withdrawal in the relationship. And it just drift apart both of you in opposite direction. Sign number three: physical intimacy feels mechanical or a routine or forced on the bed. You may still be physically intimate, but it feels very routine, very rushed, or a gymnastic in the bedroom, or eventually you feel disconnected. There is touch, there is physical closeness, but no emotional presence. Because emotional intimacy fuels physical intimacy. Emotional intimacy should be the first step before moving to the physical intimacy. And one fades, the other slowly follows. Sign number four: you feel lonely even when you are together. You're sitting next to each other, you're sleeping next to each other, you are there under one roof together, but still you feel lonely, right? Loneliness is next pandemic in any relationship. And loneliness in a relationship hurts more than loneliness alone because you expect connection but don't feel it from your partner. Sign number five: conflicts are avoided and it's not resolved, or you are patching up conflicts with physical intimacy, but you are not resolving the real conflict. And you don't fight much anymore. You have just given up on the relationship. Not because things are perfect, you have just given up on your partner, but you are giving up because you are tired, You don't want emotional drama at home because kids are growing, they are looking at both of you. Or if you're living with some other family members, they may also get to know what is happening. And you have stopped expecting change. And you have expected, ये तो ऐसे ही है, ये marriage तो ऐसे ही रहेगा. The only thing is I have to accept it, and you have normalized everything. And peace without emotional honesty is not peace. It's emotional shutdown. आप घर पे पीस मेंटेन करने के लिए, if you're doing all these things, you're emotionally shutting down yourself. Number 6, you miss who you were with them earlier. Remember those initial days of your marriages? You are really missing right now that how open you were, how expressive you felt. Every celebration was just a festival, and how emotionally alive that relationship once was. And now you grieve the version of connection you once had, quietly, without any words. How painful it is. And sign number 7, love exists. You know that love is there, but efforts feel one sided. You know, you still care, you still try, you want to make this relationship work. You go and communicate when conflict happens. It's just going one sided. But somewhere deep inside, you know and you feel that why I am the only one holding us emotionally. वो तो कभी केयर ही नहीं करता, वो तो कभी कॉल ही नहीं करता, वो तो कभी सॉरी भी नहीं बोलता, वो तो कभी अप्रिशिएट भी नहीं करता. Why? Because when you're this one-sided efforts feels lonely, emotional distance grows, even when love remains. So emotional disconnection does not mean your relationship is broken. It means emotions were neglected for so long. Conversations, the real conversation, heart to heart conversations, were avoided for so long. And your needs and desires were left unspoken for so long. And love enough is not alone. Emotional alignment is what sustains love and build that legacy in your marriage, so that when kids grow up, they see that yes, my parents were loving partners. So if you relate to even 2 or 3 of these signs, pause here. You're not failing, you're not too needy in your marriage, and you're not too much, because you what you're asking is only for emotional connection, and that is a valid in any relationship to work, right? So comment below that I want emotional connection in your marriage, and share this with someone who really needs to hear this, and subscribe if you want honest conversation about marriage, emotions and healing. You don't need to fall out of love to feel disconnected, but you do need emotional awareness to reconnect with your partner.